In this video, we're going to start decorating this gorgeous junk journal, and we're going to create this journaling page that has a special fold on it. I want to start decorating some pages in that junk journal, and I'm going to use this new digital kit that I created this week. So in that kit, you have an envelope that you fold, you glue together, and you have the papers that you just cut in the middle, so you can use them. It's if folded into two. You have junk journal pages, but if you cut in the middle, you can put them together, and then the format is matching so it can fit inside the envelope. I wanted a smaller one, so with your printer you can always, if you have a Windows OS, this option might not be available if you print from other devices, but you can right click on the file, select print, and then you select the format 5 by 7 inches, and you make 2 copies, and it will go like that. So I printed them, so they're very smaller, you can see. I printed both sides so we can have a little design inside. This one I've used the polka dot design that comes with the kit, but this time I've used the flowers with pink. And I did the same for the page of the paper. So you have the paper in the kit with lines or no lines. So I picked the one with lines, and I printed 2 versions. So I'm going to trim all that and be back. Look at this tiny envelope. So I added ink on all sides, even this fold here. And I inked the sides of the paper as well. So we have a mini envelope there with letter paper in it. And look at that. This is the bigger format, so it's really like a huge difference. But whatever I'm going to do, we could use both format. It's just that I love the teeny mini ones. So first I'm going to take a page here, and I'm going to create some folds. So one fold, let's say like this, another one maybe like this. That could be just that. We can maybe add another one if we want. I don't know, I'll see. Because the goal is to kind of attach things on those different edges, and then the page will kind of be all decorated. So we can use a tuck spot like this, for example, and I use a little paper clip here, or it can be this way, or it can be this way, and then I can add other ephemera or elements to decorate. Oh, I folded. Okay, let's create a fold, and then I can add more to it. So the idea is to add layers here. So at the end, both sides of this page is kind of decorated, but everything can be removable with a paper clip. You can unfold it and use it for journaling on both sides. All right, so let's see how we can make it work. So I think on this side, this would look great because I'm going to have the whole envelope here with something else. And if we have the bigger envelope, that still work like this, for example. And then you add other layers there. Back to the small envelope. I gathered a few items around me to help in the process. So I want to add some laces, of course. And I have this gorgeous Crafty Me shop lace. It's a huge one. And I'm thinking, how can I use it? Because I want to use the little mesh. I want something fluffy, something that looks old. So let me try to see. I love those edges, but it's too big right now. So if I tear them, look how pretty it becomes. I can use the edges somewhere else, like maybe here or here maybe, or even the other way, like this. Yeah, let's see. Now, okay, so this kind of fabric won't tear correctly on both sides. It's not 100% cotton. So it seems to tear a little bit straight this way. Yeah. So in order to tear this side, I'm gonna cut it. I'm trimming, and then I'm gonna go crazy with my scissors because I don't want straight lines. I want it to look like if it's been teared apart. And I'm gonna damage the sides. This is okay. Here I can damage it a little bit more. Here and here too. This is how I work with my laces. If you like the vintage style, a little bit grungy and shabby chic, this is how it can work. So I have this piece and I want to include it. So I want it to show through. So the envelope might come like this, right? I love that. Yeah, I love that. Now I'm just missing other things. Okay, so maybe I can add something here, a little bit more decorated. I want to start with a little bow. I'm gonna use the seam binding because the seam binding, it's like a ribbon, which I like, and it's very thin. So because the bow might end up here in my idea right now, I want it to be very thin because it's going to be in between pages. So let me see that. If I place a bow here like that, maybe with a little piece of lace. I know it's the same lace, but it kind of make a continuation. Yeah, I love that. You know what? I love it enough to glue it right away. So I'm gonna glue this lace and glue the bow that will glue the lace at the same time. And even if I glued something here on the page, it won't prevent me from opening the page later on. Let me show you. See, we can still open the page. But when we close it, it looks like that. And I just need to put this lace back with this cute envelope. And I think that for the side, it's gonna hold with, let me hold it. It's gonna hold with a paper clip. So this is how it looks. And then if I flip this, well, you know what, it looks good like that. Maybe these are scraps. Maybe I can just put something here. Yeah, I love that. So this and a little something It can be a button, but I don't want it to be too bulky. So I'll try to go with something fabric. Oh. Yeah, I'll go with that. Why not? And I'll put it inside the crease. Let me grab something better. I'll hold it while it dries so it has a little crease there. All right, like this. So what do we have? We have this. So let's say we open the page. I'm gonna cut that. Okay, so let's say we flip the pages and we arrive to this one and we have this. We can unclip the envelope and access to the whole page. Let me show you. Unclip the envelope. We can open the whole page, and in order to redo it, whatever the size you put there, that works. And my paper clip stayed on the envelope, so I'll just try to keep it like that. All right, here that would be great. Maybe my folds are not creased enough. That would be great if it stays there, so not so bad. I could put another paper clip, but I prefer it like that. And then if I turn the page, it's gonna be like this. And I could even add more papers there. Let's say, what if I take, well, can it be folded maybe? Just adding a little stash of papers with it. So on this side, we have more things to look at. Well, I love it. I love it. It makes it very fancy. I could maybe add something here on this little paper clip. It's a little bit too nude. What about a little piece of tulle, polka dot tulle? I'm gonna create just a little knot there. Like this. And then like this. Yes, I love it. It's great. Now maybe I can use this trim here. This way or this way. I kind of love to have the mesh outside the paper. Kind of really love that. Yeah, let's do it. Just like that. I need something here. This is a stamp from the collection. I find it's a little bit too bluish and identical to that, but what if I place a flower, a rose on top of it? I love that actually. So without overthinking the process, I'm gonna this came. Why not? I'm gonna use that here. Okay, a little bit of the tool and the stamp. I'm gonna ink the sides of the flower to remove the white edges, and now it's ready to be glued. I can just do a little dot there. Let it hang out. How does it look like? Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video to keep going on with decorating this gorgeous journal. Bye-bye. One last thing, in June 2026, I'll be a guest at the Creative Retreat in Texas. So if you're looking for that kind of experience, I'd love to see you there.